What up? It's your boy T-Bear here, Reaction Day Wrestling Wednesday. This is going to be a Wrestling Wednesday bonus, as pretty short as well, too. I wasn't going to do one, but it's pretty long, so I'll push it on to another time, though. But anyway, it's from WrestleMania, though. Now, this is going to be a very interesting one to check out as well, too. 10 times WWE intentionally deceive fans, where one of them is being where, the reception from fans live is different from what is televised or replayed as well too. One of them is being the feud between Hulk Hogan and Psycho Sid. We know as Sid Justice, as Sid was the heel and Hogan was the babyface. But at the time, folks was cheering for Sid and not Hogan because it was just around the time they was tired of the Hogan reign and all as well too in live. But when the replay plays and all as well too, they had a fan booing Sid, because you're supposed to cheer for the heel, that's the only thing. Now, I mean, we didn't live a lot of that right there now. So we're, there is words that there's piping cheers and boos for wrestlers at the time as well too at shows. And then for the televised folks, while the live shows is totally different as well too. Whereas there's time that they didn't let it happen, and hence why we got the fans booing Roman. Here's why we got the dickhead tribal queef we're dealing with right now, cause them dickhead fans who now them same dickhead fans can't get his tribal nuts out of his mouth. But that's another story. Anyway, but we want to check out 10 times WWE intentionally deceive fans. I think the only time I remember in the past they did it when Psycho Sid, and once again Sid again turning on. No, it's 3 times with Sid. One when Sid turned one. The other one, like I said, with Hogan. The other time I heard of, it might be on the list, when Sid turned on Shawn Michaels, and he was actually in cheer, but in replay he got booed, so he made Sid the heel and Shawn babyface. And vice versa, when they had a little championship match, Sid was somewhat the heel / tweener, and Shawn was the face, but they was booing Shawn and cheering Sid, but ended up reversing that in the replays as well too. So anyway, a lot of things to do with bizarre world that's going on with the wrestling universe from back then to continue what's going on now. But other than that, let's get it.
Parts about being a WWE fan is having your emotions played with. Over the years, they've been prone to edit out crowd noise and even edit out fan signs if it doesn't suit the narrative. This takes away from the pure magic of WWE.
That's still one of the most awesome footage right there. Little boy cheer like that. Another one, I forgot who it was. He was saying, and the little black boy like, "I love you too." I forgot what wrestling babyface those towards, but yes.
Yeah, but they always know best and ultimately have a better understanding of what fans genuinely want to see. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 times WWE intentionally deceived the fans. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleMania Shorts. Number 10, the 1992 Royal Rumble. The 92 Royal Rumble wasn't the finest night of Hulk Hogan's career. Hogan competed in the Rumble match, but in shocking fashion, he was booed by the audience. This negative reaction wasn't addressed on commentary, and WWE would end up meddling with the crowd noise to make it seem like the crowd hadn't turned against their top.
So this is when this is the original time they was doing the piping noise though.
Babyface. It was reported from those watching live that Sid Justice was cheered when he eliminated Hogan from the match.
Yep, here we go.
WWE decided to manipulate the crowd noise. According to Sid himself during an interview with Wrestling Inc., Hogan came back to the locker room screaming and crying as he was so distressed by the less than positive crowd response. At the Royal Rumble, when they booed Hogan, Hogan came back into the locker room screaming and crying at Vince and saying he planned that to happen to him. I actually went to Vince that night and offered my handshake and said, "Vince, I gotta go. Everything he promised me to come there never worked out, and I left a lot of guaranteed money in WCW to come work for just a percentage of houses." Number 9, the
Dang. So yeah, so he was a little pot. This is part of that Hogan politic I heard about as well too. I mean, and this one pissed me off about this as well here more because I told you that they're harping on Roman possibly passing that, and only through that he has to continue to win at WrestleMania 40. So that being said, a lot of people want this to happen. out of spite of Hogan. That's the only thing, but we'll see. But that's what word should be about this WrestleMania 40 right now. Anyway, but still, it sucks that because folks don't like Hogan, one because my people don't like him because of the whole controversy with our race, and other because of the politicking that got a lot of people may have knew before or got word later on as well too. You know what I mean? And a lot of been on team or a lot of been on team Iron Sheik, if you catch my drift for a minute. But anyway, let's keep going. As well as folks are even feeling like Randy Savage wasn't the real heel of that little whatever either. So, and they didn't blame Randy Savage for turning, and they try to say that he wasn't the real heel and everything too. A lot of nonsense, with wrestling in the wrestling fandom and community at times as well too, due to the change the narrative of things just for their own little whatever. But anyway, let's keep going.
Sasha Banks sign.
Yeah.
When Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of WWE in May of
this.
2022, WWE made it their mission to act like Banks and Naomi had nothing to do with the company. They would even go so far as taking the trouble to edit out fan signs that were showing support to the two women, and this was seen in the summer of 2022. On the 17th June 2022 edition of SmackDown, a sign in the crowd could be seen which said Sasha Crew for life. Whilst the sign was harmless, WWE edited out of all digital photos for the show. WWE were treating the fans like total idiots, and they were trying to make it seem like nobody cared that Banks and Naomi had left.
And the sad part is that's been like a WWE thing right now, especially, and then that's why another reason why folks have a little thing about their disparity about this certain about babyface, like they don't dislike babyfaces over that because of they feel they're selling their challenges by how they treat babyfaces, was sucks.
The company, but that couldn't have been further from the truth. Number 8, AJ Styles Day. Upon the Rusev Day chant becoming one of the most popular things in WWE, they had zero intention of following this popularity up with a substantial push for Rusev. Notoriously, WWE have been extremely stubborn when it comes to pushing their talent who have managed to get over on their own accord. And even if it's someone who WWE wants to push, they will do everything in their power to stop their momentum. When Paige was introduced as the new SmackDown GM in 2018, she delivered a promo in which stated that Daniel Bryan will face someone on the show. Before announcing Bryan's opponent, Paige delivered a dramatic pause, and the crowd lit the arena on fire with chants of Rusev and Rusev Day. However, in an awkward moment, Paige announced that Bryan would be facing AJ Styles. In WWE's YouTube upload of the segment, they decided to edit out the Rusev chants in favor of fake AJ Styles chants.
Wow.
It was incredibly noticeable and a complete insult to the fan base. Number 7, Survivor Series 2014. Okay. Deception from WWE doesn't come from just a form of editing crowd noise or signs, as they can often advertise major matches and stipulations and not follow through on them. Whilst WWE uses the card is subject to change clause, it truly doesn't justify why WWE have failed to deliver promised matches and stipulations to the paying audience. Take for instance in 2014, WWE featured a Team Cena vs Team Authority match at Survivor Series. If Team Cena won, the Authority would be out of power and removed from WWE television. Right. It's worth noting that the reception to the WWE product at this time, in particular the reception to the Authority angle, wasn't the best, and fans wanted to see Authority figures off WWE television. Yep. This allowed fans who were disgruntled with what WWE were delivering and had switched off months prior to finally return to the product. However, just a month after the show, the Authority were back on television, making the whole angle a complete waste of time. WWE had purposely deceived the audience into thinking that the product was getting a huge overhaul, but it was just a cheap sales tactic. Number 6, the LA Knight fiasco. LA Knight has resonated with the fans since he reverted to his popular LA Knight persona, but WWE have been reluctant.
So it's probably a match against him and Rey Mysterio. That's
turning LA into a babyface. While he's always received a positive reaction each week on SmackDown, they insist on keeping LA Knight as a top heel.
Yeah.
In May of 2023, SmackDown was taped due to WWE hosting a show in Saudi Arabia, and when LA came out for his match against Rick Boogs, WWE decided to heavily edit out the crowd noise, and they even piped in fake boos. WWE weren't even subtle with the editing, as the audio sounded completely fake.
Thank God Triple H is fully in charge because now LA Knight is one of the top babyface and the megastar. Yeah, thank you, Lord, too. Man, I hate having not be able to cheer for this man because they want to keep him as hell, but thank God they put through with the babyface turn. I'm loving it, and I hope they keep him for babyface a while. And like I said, he's part of the resurgence and revolution of the new babyfaces, and I love it. Yeah.
Fake. Fans on social media were quick to call out WWE
Oh, is it? Did they put fake boos for LA Knight? No way WWE put fake boos. The fact that the pipe them fake boos during that is nasty work, bro. You hype? Yep.
for this manipulation. It's an utter farce that they
Yep.
evidently believed that nobody would notice
Fans
their
will shit on them for that on social media, especially Twitter. Oh yeah, they will call that shit out.
antics. Number 5. Ignoring Sting's past. Often in WWE, the company likes to rewrite established.
I still can't get how fucked up and messed up they did Sting's time in WWE, man. All I say is Vince had it out for WCW even after the Monday Night War was over. Because look what he did with half of the guys from WCW. The one that's got very lucky out of that was somewhat is Booker T and possibly Goldberg. Other than that, I say, let's say that the ones that came out after the alliance, I should say, and somewhat RBD, but Vince McMahon headed out for WCW. That's all I gotta say.
history. They control the narrative on what is presented on screen, and when Sting finally signed with WWE in 2014, they decided to outright pretend like he hadn't spent a number of years in the rival promotion TNA. They were fine with referencing Sting's run in WCW, but the sheer thought of mentioning TNA in any capacity was just a no-no.
This is around the time they didn't want to say nothing about TNA. They started doing it. They're starting doing it now with AJ Styles and
on the
many
part
others.
of WWE, as even the most casual wrestling fan knew that Sting had been in TNA. They were trying to deceive the audience by spinning this fictional tale that Sting had mysteriously disappeared following the dissolvement at WCW. Number 4, Survivor Series 1999.
Okay, this
The
one's
99
good.
Survivor Series advertised one of the biggest matches possible for the respective time. Triple H was going to defend his title against The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in a triple threat match.
The car incident.
Worthy of a WrestleMania main event slot. There was
The
a ton
car
of hype
accident.
heading into the match. Sadly, before the match took place, Austin had been informed that he needed to take a step back from wrestling due to problems with his neck. But instead of changing the match ahead of time, they decided to trick the audience and pretend like Austin would indeed be competing in the main event triple threat matchup. On the pay-per-view itself, they would air the infamous segment which saw Austin run down by a car, and then the Big Show would take Austin's place in the matchup, to the sheer disappointment of the audience.
Right?
Number 3, Daniel Bryan's popularity toned down. Between 2013 to 2015, Daniel Bryan's
Fucking
popularity in WWE had skyrocketed. Unfortunately, similarly to Rusev, Bryan wasn't a hand-picked main event talent in WWE, so they tried to dampen the popularity of him by using underhanded tactics. There were rumors of WWE editing crowd responses for Bryan, but there was a report before a show in 2015 which stated that WWE weren't allowing fans to bring signs into the arena in support of Daniel Bryan. The report stated that security told fans in question that there were too many pro-Bryan signs already. This was a new low, even for WWE, and thanks to the power of social media, the world quickly learned about WWE's toxic way of controlling their
I'm glad this is about babyface so I can have a serious reason to be pissed off, man. Come on, yo. Oh, man.
Bryan narrative. Number 2, Roman Reigns' babyface era.
This whole thing about be the reason why where we got this bullshit we're doing right now with the tribal queef right now, and why every time they revert this because of how fucked up the fans done did them, and now them same fans who was hating on him during his babyface era now on his tribal nutsack as this tribal queef hero right now. I blame them dickhead fans for that, man, for what we're going through right now. That's all I'm gonna say. because you wanted to boo him because whatever. And no, it's not. And they booed him, but also because of fucking their dumbass booking. Because of their dumbass booking, the fans was booing him left and right as a babyface. And now we got this. From hated hero to beloved villain story with this guy right now because of their fucked up dumbass booking and fucking events. That's all I gotta say. Whatever.
The babyface run of Roman Reigns was a colossal failure in every aspect. It was forced, unnatural, and by the end of it in 2020, even Reigns himself was at his wit's end with WWE creative. One of the main issues with Reigns' run as a babyface is that they would outright ignore any negative reactions to him. The crowd universally rejected Reigns as a babyface, but they would once again try to deceive the audience by editing crowd noise in the most unsuspecting way imaginable. One of the more notable instances of this was on Raw in 2017. Reigns and The Undertaker would have a stare down on Raw, and on the live broadcast, Reigns was met with thunderous chants of "Roman sucks." When the time came for WWE to upload their segment on their YouTube channel, they completely removed the negative chants, making it seem like the fans were overjoyed to see Reigns on the show, when it obviously wasn't the case. And number 1, Roman Reigns' heel era. Fast forward to 2020 and the WWE made the bold yet welcome move to turn Roman Reigns heel. This was a move which resulted in significant success both for Reigns as a character and the WWE as a business, and Reigns was truly outstanding in this role from day one. Due to Reigns' work being so expertly delivered, the crowd would often give him applause, and due to WWE wanting Reigns to be their top heel, they've been prone to meddle with the crowd audio. This was the case when Reigns delivered a promo on SmackDown from Madison Square Garden in 2021. Reigns received arguably one of the most positive reactions of his entire career, but this was what WWE wanted, so they decided to edit in boos when uploading the promo to their YouTube channel. Due to the cheers being so loud,
that's because you're supposed to boo for the heel and cheer the baby faces. This is another reason why I realized I kind of low key want wrestling to get rid of the alignment system altogether, because fans are not following that shit no more. So what's the point of having it at this point? I mean, if you gotta do all that, there's no point in having an alignment system. If you gotta do all that to edit cheers and boos because you're getting bizarre world like a reception, then at this point you might as well get rid of the darn system, the whole face and heel tweener alignment system altogether, man. If you gotta do this, man, for real.
Snippets of the cheers can even be heard behind WWE's lackluster fake audio, but nevertheless, they once again decided to manipulate the crowd noise to suit their agenda of the time. But there you have it, folks. 10 times WWE.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of these stuff was like, them changing this trajectory over bizarre wellness moments. But this is part why I really feel like they need to just, especially this time of age, folks don't care no more. So why keep the babyface and heel dynamic? And to be honest, reason I'm okay with it because how they doing good, because they finally do some good with baby faces as well too. But at the same time, let's be honest, they're really not doing. It's not as successful because they're still bizarre like folks these days. Especially these day and age, folks like villains more than heroes these days. I still don't get why. I mean, I still think that's a messed up mindset, but that's my opinion. But if fans are chilling and boo whoever they want though, and this is another reason why, in my opinion, AEW low key is out of control as well too, because their fans they're not know and they don't know what to do with some of these guys, because half the guys I don't know who's the babyface, who the heel, to be honest, unless they're blatantly or obvious right now. Obviously MGF is a babyface right now. I mean, but at the time he was still getting cheers as a heel. So like I said, they don't know what to do. We don't know what's going on BCC. Situation with Ricky Stark, we don't know what the fuck. So yeah, and it's a good amount of others. But other than that, like I said, this also show why they need to get rid of the babyface and heel alignment system in wrestling. So per se, we need it for storyline and all this. We need the structure. No, if you need it for structure, then, but I get that. But at the same time, fans not caring no more. So what's the point? Other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But as I say, fans gonna do whatever they want. So what's the point of having it? Anyway, it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.